Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So Autumn and we just got back from the San Jose toy and collectible show that they had over the weekend, right out here in the Bay Area. Had it at the Santa Clara County Fairgrounds. What I did something a little different this time because last time I went in with no budget. This time I pulled 200 bucks out of the bank and I said that was my budget. I set out to find just a few things that I was after, but as usual, more and more stuff found me, including I took home this Ultimate Warrior. Now, this is the one thing that I was looking for, and I didn't expect to find it. This thing is super rare, and they go for a ton of money on eBay. I never picked one up when I was little. I think what I saw was when I was little was I already have two Ultimate Warriors. I don't really need another one to play with, and so I probably passed on him when I should have picked it up. And for example, I probably bought somebody else from this series instead. So regrettably, 30 years later, I had never picked up one of these, checked them out on eBay, wanted to add it to the collection. So I'm happy to say I finally got one yesterday. He was 50 bucks, which to me is a fair price. Not a whole lot missing on this Ultimate Warrior. He's in really good condition. However, he does have a chip off of his nose, which is the only thing I could really find wrong with this figure. Of everything I bought yesterday at the convention, this by far was my favorite thing because not only was it what I was looking for, but I also got it in good condition and at a good price. And also, I picked up this Mezco One Collective Halloween 2 Michael Myers, which I'm going to unbox right now. So a little story on this piece that I picked up yesterday at the convention. I had this on pre-order since 2020 or 2021. As soon as it was announced, basically, as soon as the pre-orders went up for this, I ordered one. I used to do a lot of business on House of Mysterious Secrets website, which is where I ordered this one. Paid in full, 85 bucks. They took my money. I go to check up on the figure because it had kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. For years it was delayed. And you would check back and it would say coming in October 2021, and then you would check back, and again, then it would be pushed back to December, and then it'd be pushed back to February, and just so on. So finally, I checked up on House of Mysterious Secrets, and what do I find? I find storefront is closed. So they did not send me my figure, send me a refund. They didn't send me so much as an email. They sent nothing. They just simply took the money and ran. So House of Mysterious Secrets, this one is for you, for screwing me out of my $85. I tried to dispute it through PayPal, and unfortunately, the window of time that you have to dispute a transaction had already been closed. Since I ordered it like 3 years ago, I got screwed out of the money. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there also that have been screwed out of more money than this. This was $85. This is all I spent on that particular transaction because I've spent thousands through that shop over the years, and it was a safe shop. I felt comfortable ordering from. I thought they were honest, uh, trustworthy shop. But I'm sure there's people out there who have had thousands and thousands of dollars in pre-orders and the money just taken from them. So shame on House of Mysterious Secrets for doing us dirty. Long story short, I wasn't going to pass on this because you order this online, you order this on Amazon or eBay even, and you never know what you're going to get as far as the shipment part. It can say mint and show mint and everything on the package, on the box, in the pictures, but once this gets into the mail, you never know how it's going to arrive. It could be dropped or, whatever. So this was in front of me, a brand new case fresh Halloween 2 Michael Myers. No dings in the box. So I had the opportunity to pick this up yesterday at the collectible show, which I did. So this is kind of putting me over my budget since it was 90 bucks. But knowing that I would get a case fresh and undamaged box, I took the opportunity to just buy it yesterday at the toy show. Here is the once around the box. For me, Halloween 2 ranks second in my Halloween rankings. I think it comes very, very close to being even as good as the original. I know a lot of critics would disagree with that. They say there was too much gore and this and that, but I would put Halloween 2 up against anything out there today. To me, Let me see, what's a good example? Okay, the latest Halloween, Halloween Ends versus Halloween 2. If you watch Halloween 2, there's a good at least 5 to 6 minutes worth of chase scenes in Halloween 2. What do you have in Halloween Ends? No chase scene. Michael Myers shows up, he kills, and that's it. Then they're done. So to me, I don't know. Maybe I'm an old-fashioned horror fan, and I like the chase. I don't like just Michael Myers shows up and he offs somebody. That's, to me, that's not scary. To me, the chase is the element that adds to the movie. So this is inside of a plastic casing for an extra layer of protection. I'll pull this off here and we'll take a closer look at the goods. You have a scalpel hand, extra sets of hands. There's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra sets of hands. There's a hand with a scalpel, which most likely I'll be using on the figure. There's the hypodermic needle that he used. There's another extra scalpel, I suppose. Coming down here, the Halloween 2 credits jack-o'-lantern. The Halloween 2 credits jack-o'-lantern in motion when it opens up. And there's a third one. There's a knife. There's the hammer that he used to kill Mr. Garrett. So I'm going to pull all this off and we're going to take a closer look at the actual sculpt in detail. Oh, but before I do, let's lift the bottom up. And that's where you will find the Halloween 2 base. This is a figure base that holds the figure up, which is much needed since a lot of figures do not like to stand up by themselves. So I don't know when this logo came along. I think when the VHS tape came out in 2001, maybe, the last time Halloween 2 came out on VHS, they adopted this logo. Because when I was collecting in the beginning, this was not the Halloween 2 logo. This didn't come along for at least 20 years until after the movie was released. So we got an updated Halloween 2 logo. It's definitely not this Halloween 2 logo like it's on my shirt, and it's also not the Halloween 2 logo that's up there on the poster. Okay, now unboxing time. I'll start with the base just because the base is going to be required when I take the figure out to enable the figure to stand up. So here is the base outside of the package. Here, underneath that, are some instructions if needed. And it looks like these pumpkins are battery operated, so they will light up. So with that being said, they did give you some batteries in the package as well. Now we will take a closer look at the man himself. Gotta say, they package these really nicely. Take the plastic off. After we examine these heads together, we have almost the end of Halloween 2 where Michael Myers gets shot by Jamie Lee Curtis. We have that alternate head. And we also have in this package, if you wish to go that route, you can transform him to Ben Tramer, although he would be wearing the wrong jumpsuit. Because this jumpsuit is so detailed it shows the bullet holes from Halloween 1 when he got shot 6 times. So he has the bullet holes around the back as well. So Ben Tramer mask would not be screen accurate on this Halloween 2 figure. So one thing I've done in the past when I buy a figure like this that comes with alternate heads is I will go ahead and buy an additional figure. And so I'll have one of these on display, and then I can display one with the Ben Tramer head, and then I can display a third one with the bleeding eyes mask. But considering these were 90 bucks each, I'm probably not going to spring for the extra 200 bucks just to display 3 of these. If they were the NECA series and were 30, 35 bucks each, I for sure would. But to me, this $90 is just cost too much, and the sculpt isn't really that great. The sculpt is okay. It's not bad, but it's not great. So the next thing I'm going to do, probably replace his hand. To me, when I think of Halloween 2, I think of the scalpel, because he used it so frequently in the movie while he was in the hospital. He used it to stab the bed that he thought Jamie Lee Curtis was in. He used it to kill the nurse, Jill, and prop her up. That was an iconic scene. And you could see him walking down the hallways holding the scalpel a lot. So to me, when I think of Halloween 2, can't help but think of Michael with the scalpel. See? Just like Michael Myers walking into Jamie Lee Curtis's hospital room. But nobody's there. And for all you diehards out there, Michael Myers turns and walks out. But when he does that, in the original theatrical, he walks out. In the TV version, he'd turn around, pull the door shut. I just noticed this. The original hand that comes on here was not really necessary. If you look at the original hand, it's just a fist. What's he going to do? He fist bump? Michael Myers doesn't do that. I don't think that it was even a thing back then. Why would they give him just a balled up fist? And he's not a Michael Lerner from Halloween 6. He ain't going to walk around like this, like that guy did. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm not going to keep him like this, because he did not walk around. Dick Warlock did not walk around like this. This is a Don Shanks thing. Dick Warlock did not walk around like this in Halloween 2. He did momentarily when he stabbed the bed, like I just demonstrated, but he did not walk down the hallway like this. He did not carry the scalpel like that. And you cannot, I guess I should say, disclaimer, the scalpel is embedded in this hand. You cannot remove it. See? There's nowhere to pull it out from. It is actually one with this hand. So they're connected. However, there's an alternate hand with a hole, and then there's another scalpel in here, so I can display this scalpel in the hand the proper way that Dick Warlock carried this through Haddonfield Memorial. The scalpel will stay in. And this would be it. This is how he walked down the hallway, with the scalpel facing down, not backwards. This is it. This is how Michael walked in Halloween 2 with the scalpel. So I'm looking closer at this figure stand that's supposed to hold Michael Myers up, but how does this... There's directions here, but they're for the light up pumpkins. There's no directions. Tell me what I'm supposed to do with this. I can't find another base for it. And this piece and this piece here, can't really tell, but this piece is not compatible with this. So it's not able to sit into that. So I don't know if this is useless or if there's something that I'm not seeing that it's supposed to connect with. If anybody knows, leave me a comment if I don't figure it out. Because I know that his boots can go in the hole there and he can stand up there, but that's kind of a waste of a base because the base is huge and the figure is not. So why is the base so big? The base could be half the size of this and still work. So let's take a closer look now. One thing I noticed right off the bat, the jumpsuit is not the right color. He did not wear blue Halloween.
Oh no!
So as you've just seen, as the shape bit the dust, you really have to push down on his boot to get it to stick into that little figure holder. Otherwise, he will fall over like mine just did. Back to this. As I was saying, he did not wear blue in Halloween 2. It was more of a greenish color, so they got the color wrong. But what they did get right were all the bullet holes from Halloween 1 carrying over to Halloween 2. That part is correct. They did an amazing job on detailing the jumpsuit, despite the fact that the jumpsuit is not the right color. The face is a total miss. That does not look like much of a Halloween 2 mask. Halloween 2 mask was not white. It was various shades of white and ivory and brown. The hair, also the wrong color. His hair was not that dark. If you look at it closely, to me, it resembles more of Halloween H2O than it does Halloween 2. So, spinning around the side here, again, and I'll try to put up some screenshots of the mask versus what we're looking at. Does not resemble a Halloween 2 face, at least not in my eyes. There's a shot of the mask right there, matter of fact. Side by side, you could tell. Does that look like that? I don't think so. Even the jumpsuit does not match up. So let's spin them around, take a look at the back. Not a whole lot going on in the back. They did do a nice job again of the detailing of the bullet holes. So the bullet holes get the check mark. The rest of this figure does not. This is not a Halloween 2 Michael Myers. This would fit in nicely next to the H2O figure shelf that I got, but not Halloween 2. Let's take a closer look at the accessories. Again, to me, not a Halloween 2 sculpt. Practically the same sculpt as the other head, just added a little bit of blood for effect. This also does not resemble Halloween 2. This looks more of a H2O to me. They do get the mark for the Ben Tramer mask. I feel like the Ben Tramer mask is a better sculpt than the actual Michael Myers mask. So looking at these two side by side, I almost think that the Ben Tramer mask should have been the Michael Myers mask. Because if you look at this face, the eyes are smaller than those eyes are bigger. The mouth is shaped differently. So to me, the Ben Tramer mask should have been the Halloween 2 mask that they used, minus the hair. It looks like a better sculpt for an actual Michael Myers. So go figure. And here are the accessories that come with Michael Myers. This is the Halloween 2 credits pumpkin. So you do have the option to open this up. And if you wish to, put this guy in there. Here is the other accessory that comes with it. This would be, I believe, the poster from Halloween 2. Supposed to be that guy up there. Which they did a pretty good job on. So yeah, this is a nice sculpt of that, putting them side by side. So they did a very impressive job with that. I'm actually probably going to keep that one out because they haven't really touched on that one yet as a figure accessory. So I'm about to wrap up this episode of the Mezco Halloween 2 Michael Myers. So what I'm going to do is put all my spare parts, heads, hands, accessory knives, all that stuff, even the directions. I didn't take the batteries out. Those are still in here. What I'm going to do, keep them in this box. That way I'll know where they're always at. Should I need them, they're all together. I go back in this box. I'm going to put the plastic bag back over the box to keep it nice and safe from dust and that kind of stuff. Won't collect any dust on the shelf or wherever I decide to keep it. So my last word on this figure, and he fell off the stand again. So I would say hard pass on this Halloween 2 Mezco figure. The suit color is not right. The sculpt is pretty terrible for Halloween 2. It looks like not Halloween 2 as we've documented. He will not stand on this base without falling unless you jam his foot on, which risks breaking the foot off. So hard pass on this figure. If you could get a deal on it, if it goes on sale for maybe 60 bucks, I would pay 60. Anything over that is just not worth it. Like, they should not worry about the amount of accessories that comes with it, like 5 extra hands, and work on the actual details that matter, like getting it screen accurate, because this is not a Halloween 2 Michael Myers, and that's the main problem. The mask is not right. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I was hoping the figure itself would have been better than the stock photos, but it's just pretty much as bad as the stock photos were for this figure. Until next time, you guys, I will see you back here on the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It'll help us to get our channel out there more and to grow. I will see you guys next time here on Autumn and Dad's Collectibles right here on YouTube. And I will see some of you guys out at the Halloween convention coming up in September. Probably doing fair amount of filming out there as well while we're there. So until next time, you guys, I'll see you back here on the channel on our next episode right here on Autumn and Dad's Collectibles here on YouTube.